Good morning, guys. This is Miss Boyd. So I'm going to kind of review what we've been doing to launch into what we're doing next. So just as a reminder, we know that straight lines, that's half a circle, straight lines equal 180 degrees. So if we know one part of the line, we can get the other line by just subtracting it from 180 degrees. I'm pulling y'all closer. Okay. We also know that triangles equal 180 degrees. So if I take angle A plus angle B plus angle C, we know that all of those together are going to equal 180 degrees. Remember last week we did this thing where we ripped off two sides of the triangle, we put them near each other, and we saw that any triangle, if you rip them off and put all three angles together, they make a straight line. And we know that straight lines equal 180 degrees. So that's kind of where we went last week. Lines are 180 and also triangles are 180 degrees. This is the interior angles of a triangle. Interior angles means inside, like if you're an interior designer. So today what we're going to talk about in your notes are exterior angles. So if interior is the inside, exterior is going to be the outside. So exterior angles are on the outside. So right here we have our normal triangle. You have one down here on your piece of paper. It's labeled A, B, C. And then there's an exterior angle drawn. So just you can extend one side and that exterior is labeled D. You see how it creates an angle. That's an exterior angle. You can actually extend all the sides and create 3 exterior angles. You can create a lot of exterior angles. So the theorem, I'm going to give you the theorem first and then we're going to talk about why that's true. So the theorem is angle D, that exterior angle, is equal to angle A, so this guy right here, angle A plus angle B. So what our theorem is telling us is this outside angle D is going to be equal to the 2 remote interior angles. Remote means the ones not touching. So you see how C and D are touching? So the remote are not touching that exterior angle. So this exterior angle is equal to A plus B. So this D angle is equal to A plus B. Okay, so those are the angles that don't touch D. A and B don't touch D. C does touch, so we're not going to worry about that. So on the back of your paper, we're going to talk about why. So again, the measure of angle D is equal to the sum of angles A and B. So we can say that the measure of angle D is equal to A plus B. So we're going to talk about why. So if we just had a normal triangle, so I'm going to erase some of this stuff. I'm actually going to start over. So if we had a triangle, ABC, and I know that A is 100 degrees and B is 60 degrees, can't we find the missing C? Because we know that all angles of a triangle equal 180. So I can have 100 plus 60 plus something is going to give me 180 degrees. Well, I know 100 plus 60 is 160, plus something gives me 180. It's pretty clear to see that that something is going to be 20 degrees. Okay, if you wanted to solve it, if it wasn't clear, you could subtract the 160, do it to both sides. So what we get is that angle C equals 20 degrees. So we have found out from the interior angles of triangles that C is 20 degrees. You may want to write that, label that on your piece of paper. Because A, B, and C equal 180, we can figure out what C is. We added those together, then subtracted from 180. So C is 20 degrees. So that's your first part. So then about halfway down the paper, I know this is a lot, halfway down a paper, we said that we can extend line B and C. So I'm going to erase this. I'm going to just relabel C over here. So this line B and C, we can extend it to create exterior angle D. Okay, so I just extended this line and now I have an exterior angle. Well, what do you notice about angle C, that 20-degree angle, and angle D? What do you notice? Well, we notice that angle C plus angle D equals 180 degrees. Why does angle C plus D equal 180? Well, it's because it's created a straight line. So we know that angle A plus B plus C equals 180. Why? Because they're a triangle. We also know that C plus D equals 180. Why? Because it's a straight line. So therefore, if C is 20 degrees, and we know that C plus D equals 180, so I know that C is 20 degrees. If I add something to that, I'm going to get 180. I know that D is going to equal 160. Why? Because 120 plus 160 equals 180. They're a straight line. So if C is 20 degrees, if that little sliver is 20 degrees, then that means D is 160 degrees. Well, we've already dealt with 160 degrees. Earlier we said A is 100, B is 60, C was unknown at the time, so we had 180. So we said A plus B, so this A plus B gave us 162. 160 also, not 162. So we see that D, this 160 degrees, is equal to A plus B. So what we have done is we, instead of finding a third angle and subtracting it from 180, so you can do that every time, you can just say, I know that exterior angles equals the two opposite, the two remote, so far way away, interior angles. Okay, this can happen with any triangle. So I'm going to do another example that's not on your piece of paper. So this isn't on your piece of paper. So if I had another triangle, I'm going to draw a lot of exterior angles. I'm going to label these E, F, G. I'm going to label the inside A, B, C. Okay, well I know A plus B plus C equals 180, but I also know C plus E also equals 180. So that means this E has to be equal to angle A plus angle B. Because if these three equal 180 and these two equal 180, well then this outside one has to be equal to A plus B. So what does angle F have to equal to? Well, angle F is attached to angle B, so angle F must be equal to angle A plus angle C. Those are the ones not attached to angle F. So that outside angle F is equal to A plus C. Why? Well, A plus B plus C equals 180, and then B plus F equals 180. So then I can just take out that B from each and say that F is equal to A plus C. Last one real quick. Then that means G is going to be equal to angle B plus angle C. Okay, I may confuse you with all these letters, so I'm going to do one with just numbers. So if I have a triangle, and I have this is 60 degrees, this is 30 degrees, this is 90 degrees, this is not drawn to scale. If I extend this line, this angle right here is equal to 30 plus 60, so 30 plus 60, which would be 90 degrees. Obviously, that is not a 90-degree angle, but I can tell that 90 plus 90 is 180, and 60 plus 30 plus 90 is 180, okay? So that works. I can extend this line out and say that this angle, if that's 30, well, I know that this is going to be 150, because that makes a straight line. Well, look, 150 is equal to 60 plus 90, okay? And this third, I can extend that out. Well, if that's 60, I know that that needs to be 120, because it makes a straight line. Well, you notice 120 is equal to 30 plus 90. So what we've proven is that the outside angle, so I'm an anchor chart over here, this outside angle, this exterior angle, is equal to the two remote interior angles, the two angles that are away from this angle added together.